from a female dancer. It's kind of about comfort and body positivity. Her question was that she's feeling pressured to dance and dress sexy and provocative, even when it doesn't make sense, or it isn't comfortable, or it's not appropriate for her style of dancing. And she's felt this on the dance floor, seeing other people, heard it from friends, and gotten this expression in, I guess, her dance team. Ultimately, it's about feeling comfortable in your own skin, like knowing why you dance and what you want to accomplish with your dances. My purpose with dance is to have fun. It's to connect with my partner on a creative level, to challenge myself with my movement, my expression, creativity, musicality, all of that stuff. So given that this is my purpose, I'm not going to do things that distract from it. So I'm not going to wear a mini skirt that rides up when I dance, or one of those tube tops that keeps falling all the time. Because one, it's going to prevent me from moving the way I want to, like the challenging movements that I want to do, the exploring I want to do in the dance. I can't take as big of a step because the skirt's going to rise up. I can't do something crazy with the arms because what if the top falls down? And so I'll be spending more time and attention adjusting my clothing or being nervous about it instead of expressing myself. So going back to what is my purpose? I want to express myself. I want to have fun. I want to challenge myself. I want to move in ways and explore the way my body can move. So I'm not going to wear something that could distract from my ability to do those things. Dance, to me, my dancing is about the creative aspect of it, the musicality aspect of it, the ways I'm connecting with my partner, right? The fluidity of the movements. So I'm also personally not going to wear something that diverts attention from my movement to my body. Now I want to kind of distinguish that. So I'm not going to wear something where you're not focusing on the movement on my body as much as you're focusing on body parts. Because personally, I find it hard to focus on anyone's moves if their outfit is distracting. It could be really loud, right? Like let's say someone came out and wearing a Halloween, right? Let's say they're wearing some big banana costume. It's hard to see what they're doing in their dancing if the outfit is loud, or alternatively, if it's extremely revealing. And that's on the social dance floor and the stage. I've watched performances where the outfit's really risque and really revealing. And I spend more time concerned for the dancer that there's going to be something that's going to go wrong. A high kick and something pops out, or some move and the dip and something pops out. I get nervous about that. So I'm not even able to focus on the dance, the creativity, the choreography. And then on another level, I've sat in the audience and heard male dancers, artists, regular dancers, and heard commentary later as well, that where they're just talking about a woman's body, right? And what she was wearing for an entire show or even on the dance floor. And yeah, it's attention, right? People were tuned in, but they weren't tuned in to what that person was really trying to create and to express. They were tuned in to parts, not the skill, not the athleticism, not the musicality, not the creativity of their choreography, none of those things. They were focused on something entirely different. And at the end of the show, what was remembered was not the intention of the performer. On that note, this is to the person that had asked, ultimately try to feel comfortable in whatever you're doing, wearing, etc. There's always going to be pressure from the outside. And if you want to, by all means, go ahead, right? If you're feeling like you want to show all types of skin, you can, and no one's stopping you, and you should feel confident in your body. But keep in mind, people tend to want more of what they see and like. So if you're focusing on showcasing your art, and that's what people remember you for, your creativity, your musicality, and that's what they can focus on too when you're on stage, then you can keep expanding and adding to that repertoire. There's no limit. You can keep learning more. You can keep doing more. You can be better and bring more constantly. But if you accidentally or intentionally divert the focus from your art to your body by, let's say, wearing extremely revealing clothing or risque outfits, then that's what the audience might end up focusing on. And the only way to give more of what they see and like and expect is to wear less. And there is a limit to that. Even if you're, whatever you like, you can't, there's a limit to wearing less until you're completely naked. So think about why you're there. I go back to the beginning of the answer to this question, which is, what is your purpose? What do you want to do? What do you want to showcase? What do you want people to remember, especially when it comes to a performance, right? But how do you want to be remembered? And go from there. If you've got a great body and you want to flaunt it, go for it. But understand that if it's flaunted so much that sometimes the focus might not be where you would like it to be. And all the effort you put into finding a song, cutting up that song, working hours, endless hours in a studio to create a choreography, all of that is not what people will remember. So just keep that in mind, and always go for comfort. This is your expression, and your level of comfort should come first. And so if you're feeling that pressure from a dance team or something else, communicate it. If you don't feel like wearing something because you don't feel comfortable, communicate it. And there are always ways to accommodate. I mean, we can go to like weddings, right? Bridesmaids who might not like a certain style or a cut of the dress. So sometimes the bride might say, okay, well, you know what? How about you find something that you like that's in this color with this fabric? Find a fit or find a line, a neckline that works for you, or a length that works for you, so that you can feel comfortable. So you can always find your comfort in your personal expression in whatever you're doing. Just be mindful of why you're doing whatever it is that you're doing, and understand what could divert attention to something else that you don't want people to focus on, and that you might find difficult to maintain in the long run. So one reference I have for you is live chat number 21. Is it worth trying to fit in? Really good conversation about like, what do we do to fit into a community while retaining our sense of self-respect and our individuality.